Hi, and welcome to The Buzz, episode number 54, on the only show of its kind that spotlights the entertainment scene in Southern Maryland. And I clearly did not get the khaki pants memo today, but, okay. Now, you know, originally there was Tylenol, and then they came out with extra strength Tylenol. So, of course, before on this show, we've seen Groovespan, and now we have extra strength Groovespan. Extra members, new members. Of course, we're going to start, of course, with the lovely Jennifer Cooper on lead vocals. Of course, a face you know very well from other appearances on the show. Carl Reichelt on guitar, who was also with Jen on the Christmas special, which, by the way, people still talk about Santa Baby.
Well, it was fabulous. The whole special was amazing.
Well,
so thank you for having us.
You'll be on it again. And now we have some new additions to Groovespan.
We do.
We have Frank Smith on bass. We got Alex Dean on, that does appear to be an electric violin, doesn't it?
And khakis.
Well, of course, and the khakis, and then the cool Hawaiian shirt. That must mean you're going to do Beach Boy medley or something. Or,
I told you it was the right thing to do.
That's right, that's right.
And last but not least, Paul Christian on percussion. Now, Groovespan, of course, the last time you've seen Groovespan, Carl, Jen, you were here.
Yes.
Now, tell me about, how did you pick up these fine gentlemen to add to the mix?
We had an opening for percussion, so I've worked with Paul a couple of years ago on a Karen Carpenter project we did.
Oh, really? I never saw that.
No, really? No,
Yeah,
I've never heard of it?
Like 12 times that I went to see it. Yeah.
Well, it turned out that Paul was available just when we needed him, so he was willing to join our ranks. And we also wanted to add some repertoire that really needed the low end, so we really needed a bass to bring that on out. We found Frank, he was available, and then we also wanted to add an extra layer of availability for soloing and for doing some interesting sounds to just add more texture to our sound. So that's where Alex came in. I also met Alex pretty much through the Carpenters project as well. His wife was keyboard player on them. So, yeah.
Now, when we talk about Groovespan, the number one question that comes up, people say to me, you know, aside from, you know Jennifer Cooper? Other than that, besides that, people say, where did the name Groovespan come from? So I know you told the story before. Let me just ask one more time.
One more time.
For all the people who didn't see the last time.
We like to say that we kind of span the grooves of time. We cover music everywhere from almost the mid-20s up through now, and everything from jazz to blues to pop to rock. And so we cover that span, and we like a good groove, like anybody else out there who, you know, enjoys music in the car or live or on their headphones. So we like to consider the fact that we cover that span of grooves.
Yeah, so it's a pretty eclectic mix, and I guess everybody then has to be like well versed in all different genres of music.
Yes, and I'm lucky that they all are.
Well,
Frank's catching up with us, right?
Well, now Frank, let me ask you, your musical influences, where would you say they lie?
Well, originally I played piano, and I switched to bass about 3 years ago or so. So my main influence on bass is obviously my current teacher. But as far as just listening, I'd say James Jamerson, he played a lot of stuff for Motown. Jerry Jamont, he played with, he's basically a funk player. And Scott LaFaro, jazz, just tons. Whoever I can absorb, you know, I'm into.
Cool. We're going to be listening to that funky groove. Alex, influences?
That's a hard question.
I know. I can't name anybody else who plays electric violins. I'm with you on that.
Jean-Luc Ponty and D.D.A. Lockwood. There's a lot of folks that, well, not a lot, but there's a few that out there. And, you know, probably Jean-Luc Ponty was a guy who made it all happen for us, you know. And in fact, this is the same instrument that he used all through the 70s and 80s. It's a 5-string, so it's got an extra, it's got a C string on there, which makes it kind of a violin-viola combination, you know. So definitely he's a major influence on me. The David Grisman Quintet, I heard them going down the street on Vine one day, pumping out of Tower Records, all acoustic jazz string music, and being a classically trained player, you know. But my old man, he played jazz violin. And, in fact, he sat in with Stuff Smith at the Cotton Club years and years ago when he was in the Navy. And so that's all the big influence. And of course, Beethoven and Mozart and all the rest.
Does that sound like a line from a song? My old man played violin.
It's true.
I'm going to get to work on writing that song, okay? Paul, influences?
My first big influence was Jimi Hendrix and the Experience. So, his drummer Mitch Mitchell's a big influence on me. And then I went through all the classics: Pink Floyd, Nick Mason, all those guys.
Carl?
I kind of thought about this before, and it ends up being that it's mostly pretty much amalgam of everyone I see, whether it's like seeing Eddie Van Halen or Stanley Jordan in some small place, or just some amazing 18-year-old in a bar in New York City. I try to or anyone I see around here, I just like to learn a little bit from everyone. So I'm pretty much an amalgam. I can't really name a solid influence other than everybody.
I'm afraid to ask Jennifer because I think we're going to need an entire new extra show to answer this question. But influences.
No, I will keep it short. No, as far as the jazz standards and things, I'd say, the legends like Ella Fitzgerald and the like. Some of the more current jazz artists, Diana Krall, Jane Monheit, I really enjoy their work. And as far as sort of the pop and blues, I'm a big Ava Cassidy fan, so I really, really like her work. So, yeah, among many others, but those are just a few.
How often, now, I'm sure you all have families you have to balance with the music. How often do you get a chance to get together and rehearse, add new songs? Must be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, lately it's been every couple of weeks, every 2 to 3 weeks or so, when we try to add, maybe 2, 3 songs at a time, just to keep things fresh and, keep Frank on his toes. He's one of our newer members. So
how many songs would you say is in the current repertoire?
Oh gosh, we're probably still hovering around 100, I think, maybe 75 to 100. We took some off having
That's
lost.
crazy.
I know.
I can play 3 songs on guitar.
That's right. Well, we had to lose a few that required keyboards, but then we were able to add some that really feature the bass. And so we've been trying to keep a balance of the numbers and go from there. So.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Instead of keeping the viewers in suspense, I know you've prepared kind of a medley of the types of music you play. So if you're all willing, I will proudly announce Groovespan.
Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I grow weak. I can hear the sound of violins long before it begins. Make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now. Eagle flies on Friday. Saturday, I go out to play. Well, that eagle flies on Friday. And Saturday, I go out to play. And Sunday, well, I go on to church, where I kneel down and I pray.
One, two, three, four. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. That's when my love comes tumbling down. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour, when there's no one else around. I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you, and do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. Just you and I.
Since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I love the ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me? Or why don't you come on over, Valerie? Oh, Valerie,
I'm so sorry. I must have misunderstood. I thought you were going to do a little snippet of all 100 songs in the repertoire. I was having so much fun over there. You're lucky I didn't come back here and just
Start dancing. Interpretive dance by James Lepore.
But true to my word, extra strength Groovespan. I like it a lot.
Good.
Okay, now getting in touch with Groovespan, finding out what you're doing. Facebook?
Yes, we do have a Facebook page. If you just search Groovespan, Groovespan, one word, you will find us on Facebook.
Gee, who inspired that? I have no idea.
I don't have a clue.
And what about website?
Website, www.go-diva.webs.com. There you'll find everything about Groovespan. There's a special page for that. There are recordings to hear more of us. Lots of pages on other projects we do, so check it out. And yeah, there's also a calendar of events page where you can find everything we're doing from now through the end of the year.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good time you mentioned that too, because the only thing better than watching Groovespan on the Buzz is going to see Groovespan live.
That's right.
So why don't we talk about upcoming gigs? Where can people see all of you, some of you, pieces of you, what?
Pieces of us, right? On Thursday, you will see our duo at Solomon's Pier playing from 6 to 9. And on Saturday, you will see our duo again at the Sun and Music Festival in Calvert County at the fairgrounds there. We will play at 3 o'clock on the Kia stage. And on Sunday, you will see our trio at the Oktoberfest occurring at the Village Green in Indian Head, Maryland. Our full band will be featured at the Port of Leonardtown Winery, which is Saturday, July 28th. Yes. So, yeah, we're all over.
Plenty of chances to see Groovespan. Hey, listen, I have to take a break for our sponsors, Birch Propane, Island Inn Suites, Island Bar and Crab House, and we'll be back with some other fun things that you can do this weekend. You are watching episode number 54 of The Buzz. Propane heat is efficient, versatile, and environmentally friendly. Call Birch Propane today to learn more about this economical heating solution. Our certified service technicians can answer any questions you may have and show you the most efficient and effective way to heat your home. Propane also fuels many home appliances, such as stoves, ovens, dryers, even hot water heaters. See our website and learn more or call us today, 301-373-2131. Birch Propane, building a greener future. Ready for an evening of good food, good friends, and good fun? Head to the Island Inn Bar and Crab House on St. George Island, where you'll find awesome cold drinks, hot crabs, and plenty of room to shake off the dust from a busy week. Island Inn Bar and Crab House, featuring live music on Fridays. Kick back and enjoy the amazing view of the Potomac River while our staff tends to your every need. Good food, good fun, and good friends are all found at the Island Inn Bar and Crab House at the landmark Evans Seafood Restaurant on St. George Island in Piney Point. Hi, and welcome back to The Buzz with my special guests today, Groovespan, Carl Reichelt, Jennifer Cooper, Frank Smith, Paul Christian, and Alex Dean to my right here. Now, this weekend, biggest thing happening, the SOMD Sun Music Festival. This is up at the Calvert County Fairgrounds, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and it's Saturday and Sunday. Now, of course, there's going to be a lot of bands. Saturday, you can see Groovespan. Sunday, you can see the Sam Grow Band. In addition to them, the Fabulous Thunderbirds, No Green Jelly Beans, Deanna Dove, the Piranhas, and our buddy David Norris. A lot of music. Go both days. Go all day. Have a great time. So on behalf of the new lineup of Groovespan, you guys were great. Thanks so much for that, Natalie. Watch for them. You see them playing, go to see them. I'll be back next Monday with an all-new episode that'll run all week. I'm your host, James Lepore, and you have been watching The Buzz.